Adjectives are words which describes or qualify a noun or pronouns. They are words that tells us more about a noun or pronoun. They are words that teach us more about a noun or pronoun. It talks about that noun. For example, a fat woman, a fat woman, a tall boy. Although I use a different books, but you can, if you are following me, you can get what I'm teaching. Is it only student companion you have there with you?
Huh?
Is it only student companion?
English grammar.
Yes, yes. I just want you to turn on the page of that English grammar.
Okay.
English. Go to page 99.
99, yes.
Which one do you have? The one for junior high school, right?
Huh?
Book what? Book 5, right? Oh, okay.
Book 5, yes.
Okay. So go to page 37. Just be flipping through. The definition there. Adjectives are words which describes or qualify nouns or pronouns. They qualify nouns or pronouns. They tell us more about noun or pronoun. Example, a fat woman, a sweet orange, a tall boy, a small table, a hot tea. So examples there, the examples given, I said a fat woman. The fat there is the adjective because it's telling us more about that person. The woman is a noun. So that's that fact is telling us about what? The woman. It's telling us how it describes the woman, how the woman is. For example, if I say Memunat is a beautiful lady. Memunat is a beautiful lady. So the adjective there is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
The adjective there is beautiful. It describes you. It describes who you are. It describes that you are a beautiful lady. And if I say a tall boy, the adjective there is what? Tall. It says how tall the boy is. It's telling us how tall the boy is. It qualifies the boy, that the boy is tall. It describes the boy. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
So another example, a small table. A small table.
Small table.
Yes. So the adjective there is what? Small. Because
Noun.
it describes how the table is. A table is a noun, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's an example of things. So a table is a noun. So it describes that noun. A small table. It describes how that table is, if it's small or big. But here we are saying that the table is small. So the adjective there is what? Small. Take note of that, please. So we have classes of adjectives. We have different classes. I sent to you classes of adjectives. Number 1, we have adjectives of quality, adjectives of quality, adjective of quantity, then demonstrative adjectives, then interrogative adjective. So back to number 1, adjective of quality. Of quality. These are adjectives that tells us what sort or kind of a noun, the kind of that noun, especially if the noun is short, the noun is tall, the noun is ugly, the noun is beautiful, the noun is fast, the noun is slow. So it tells us all sort of kinds about that noun. Maybe the noun is so hungry, the noun is just different sort of things about that noun that is being talked about. So examples, we have a short tree. A short tree is telling us that tree is very short. So that short there is the adjective. That is what now we are under adjective of quality. Now under adjective of quality, it tells us that it tells us all sorts or all kind of things about that noun. So I've given one example, a short tree. Then the other example, a beautiful girl. Like the first example I gave about you, a beautiful girl. It tells us that that girl is what? Beautiful.
Beauty.
Then a tall building. A tall building is also telling us that that building is what? Very tall. It tells us that for adjective of quality. Then number 2, we have adjectives of quantity. Adjective of quantity. What does quantity means? Quantity means the number of something. The number of something. If it's few, if it's much, if it's many or little.
Okay.
If it's few, much, plenty or little. So that is what quantity means. So example of that, we have how much or how many. I tell you that adjective of quantities, it's telling us about the number of something. If the noun is few, or it's plenty, or how much or how many that noun is. Yes. For example, few boys, 2 children, 2 children.
Children.
Yes. Then much water.
Much water.
Good. Then both girls.
Both girls.
Both girls. Then many houses.
Many houses.
Many houses. Note, you use many for what you can count. Do you understand that? You use many for what you can count, but you use much for what cannot be counted. That is under countable and uncountable now. I won't be going there now, but I just diverted because I'm teaching you what adjective of quantity now. So why I use many houses is because houses can be counted, but when I use much for water, water cannot be counted.
Cannot be counted.
Yes. So I said much water, both girls, many houses. Then number 3, demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrating adjectives. These are adjectives that we are placed before a noun. You place them before a noun to draw the attention of the person that is being spoken about. Yes, you use it to draw the attention of the person you are speaking about. For example, you are calling that a boy. A boy is running and you are calling the boy. The boy doesn't want to answer. You just call. You say that boy. That boy. Example of demonstrative adjectives are this. We have this. We have this. This, THIS, for singular. Then THESE, this, for what? Plural. Singular is one. Then plural is what? More than one. So if you are using this, that's THIS, that is, you are talking about one person. Good. Yes. That's singular. Then if you say this, it might not even be person. It might be an object or animal. Then if you are saying this, THESE, this, you are talking about maybe more than one. More than one. It can be object, it can be human being, it can be animal. It depends on the noun you are talking about. Then example of demonstrative adjective. More examples: that and what? Those. These are adjectives which are placed before a noun to draw attention to the noun being spoken about. Example: that boy is running. Then this man is laughing. Those children are playing. Yes. So it's yes, they are more than one. So it draws what? The attention to the noun that you that is being spoken about. So it's always used in the what? A first word sentence. It's always used in what? First sentence. Then number 4, interrogative adjective. Interrogative adjective. What do I mean by interrogative? What do I mean by that? Interrogative means when you ask questions. You ask questions, different questions. That's what interrogative. Interrogating. So number 4 is interrogative adjective. Here you will say that this adjective, we use this adjective to ask questions.
Okay.
This adjective is always used to ask for different questions. Yes. Example: which, whose, what, why. So that's what interrogative adjective. Anywhere you see that adjective, you know that they must use this adjective to ask a question. It's being used to ask a what? Question, to make enquiries about now. You use this adjective word to make enquiries. How do you make enquiry? You ask questions about what? A now. So examples are, whose book is this? Whose book is this? Who is the owner of that book? Like, whose book is this? Then, which boy are you talking about? Interrogative. If I give you exercise on that, if I use which, whose, or why, if I say underline the interrogative adjective there, you should know the one to underline. Like, you underline whose, which, why, what. So that is that for interrogative adjective. Then number 5, possessive adjective. Possessive adjective. So this adjective shows ownership. Possession shows what? Ownership. It shows your own, what you possess. That it means that thing is your own. It's for you. Possessive what? Adjective. So it shows what? Ownership. E.g., your, mine, her, his, their, its. Examples are my book, my bag, her table, his book, his shirt, his pencil, our house. It shows what? Ownership of what? Something. It tells you more about that thing you hold. For example, you can say my bag is very large. My bag is very large. It's saying that your bag, that is, when you use mine, it's showing that that thing belongs to you. That thing you are talking about belongs to you. It belongs to the owner of that person. That is what? For mine. Then maybe you can talk about another person, her table. But when you want to say her, you are not talking about yourself again. You are talking about another person. Understand? You are talking about another person here. Her shoe. Her shoe. It shows that you are talking about that person's shoe. Then his pencil. Is used for male. His pencil. Now you are talking about that person's what? Pencil. It's not your own. You use mine. You use mine for yourself. But when you are using her, it's no longer for you, it's for another person. Do you understand? But when you want to say for yourself, you use mine. When you are talking about yourself, when you are using a possessive adjective for yourself, you use mine because it's yours. Do you understand? Yes. You have different things. My house, my car, my phone, many things. So when you are using it, you use mine. But for yourself, you don't use mine again for yourself. But for others, maybe you are referring to maybe a female friend or something. You can say her shoe, her bag, her pencil, her house, her car. Then that is that for singular. Then what of let me give you example of more than one person, like more than one people. Like there are many. You are bringing yourself together. That is how our house is no longer for one person. Understood? It shows, it says what we own is no longer your own. It's no longer for you alone. It's for maybe more than, maybe your family or something. You bring them together. Our house, our home, our car is no longer for one person. Then for animals or things, you cannot use she or is for animal. You use it. That's its. Do you understand? Yes. Example for animal, you also use it for animal. That's it. Its tail. its tail, like maybe the dog's tail, its tail, its eyes, its food. That's for animals. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So a quick one on adjectives. Let's just do a recap to show that you are following.